But here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
54 is mark. 54 is mark.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
54.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it's going to be second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Allen will try again on second down, and he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's third down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
Second and 9.
Right there.
Ready! Middle.
I'm going back.
52.
Back to you. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
Running Swift. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. We'll check on his status when we get back. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And now they'll throw with Allen. Flushed out right. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a lot of steam going.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. From the gun, it's Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's second down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Hey, hold. Half 85. Here we go.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Keelan Cole, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, 49ers nothing.
Nothing. We got him.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Now the former Washington Husky. Here's Myles Gaskin. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second and 7, Murray. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Stop your whining. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". What we got?
Here's Gaskin. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on second and 8. Murray, and a slant pulled in by Rose. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The first catch for the man leading the NFL in receiving yards in this first month. And a first down to boot.
All day, every day.
This is Gaskin on the carry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Murray now to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. From the gun, Murray eluding the pressure right. And Tate's got it. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down San Francisco, the pickup 14 yards. They'll run now with Gaskin. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. About 3 yards there to the 27.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Watch the pass. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Let's go, let's go.
Hey.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Delay of game penalty ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
For Brandon Ayuk. It's now 4th down.
So out comes Justin Rohrwasser in the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
49ers 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A gain of a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards, a first down. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You know nothing about it, and we just saw it there.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
39-yard line.
Now a carry for Swift. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football, all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. The Bucs on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That gain on third down, good for 28. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 23. From the gun, here's Swift. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. That is caught inside the 5. And the Bucs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Here's Swift hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
It's a gain of 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You got the lead, you got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Swift. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
He's miles away and smiling.
and happy.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, he'll find Swift out of the backfield. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Justin Jefferson. His first touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. It's brought in left side by Tate. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop him with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this is caught at the end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to look for it here with Curtis. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Come on out here. Come get some.
Hey, easy. Quibble.
On 2nd and goal, Murray. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Jonnu Smith as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, 49ers 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Allen. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points, and they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Throwing his Allen on 3rd. Open space inside the 10 to Jefferson on the slant. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go. And to use those wheels of his, the absolute devastating effect.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Prater for the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
First down, Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And he'll give it here to the running back. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Mike 29. Hey, D-backs, let's go. Pick it up, D.
From the gun, Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
29 is empty. Watch the flag.
Hurry up.
Operating from the gun, Murray airing it out deep from it's caught inside the 25. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
59 Mike. Check, 59.
To throw, it's Murray. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Give me some. Here we go. Get ready.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to the running back. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Myles Gaskin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are back within a score. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 22-yard line.
Here's Goldman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And now it's second down. To throw again. Allen. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now Gallman. And some room to maneuver. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Wayne Gallman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will make it into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and that'll bring up second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Gallman will run it. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Golden Tate on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well. And that would appear to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Second and 7.
Hey, Larry! 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Hey.
Come back, come back.
Slam, slam. Under 10, under 10, 10. Check 24. Check 24.
From the gun, Murray. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Golden Tate, his intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Here's Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. They'll run here with Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass. Yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that
I'm
pass.
so confused. Allen off the play fake. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Prater's kick is good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
Amen.
Now, aren't I, though? In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. 29 is the mic.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
At the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
29 is the mic. Mike 29. Let's go, defense.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Got an open man, it's right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
29 is the mic. Mike 29. Let's go, baby. Return over. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball. 29.
Throwing again. Murray. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He's going deep for Brown. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. Now Murray again. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
49ers 24.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with a head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Alert, alert, alert! Go!
They'll run again here with Gallman. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I put the word big in capital letters here. Now Allen. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Throwing on first down is Allen. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
You can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Back to throw. Allen. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and hold everything here. This one is not over yet. They return for the touchdown.
They continue to fight, don't they?
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. They will run it with Swift here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. DeAndre Swift, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Drops this one off to Cruz. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here's Portis. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Mike 29. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Murray now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
You can't block me. 58.
Murray, one final try. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bucs, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.